I'm Miss Jasmine from Palm Beach Academy of Dance Arts. I'm live on our Facebook and Instagram for a story time. We're going to read the Nutcracker. If you guys are tuning in on Instagram, make sure you shout in the comments so I can shout you out. I did see a bunch of people here like Skylar, Miss Jess, Miss Marissa. All right, so happy holidays to everybody and Merry Christmas Eve to those that celebrate. We're also going to repost this so you can watch it later if you want to. If you have littles, you can save it and come back. Make sure you drop in the comments that you watched so we know you were here and we could say hello. But without further ado, we will start the Nutcracker. All right, if you saw our show, the story is very similar. It's such a great traditional story for the holidays, no matter what you celebrate or if you don't celebrate. It's just a really great story. All right, so it was the annual Christmas Eve party at the Grand House where Clara, her family, and guests gathered around the beautiful Christmas tree. It glowed splendidly with lights and colorful Christmas trinkets. You can see the Christmas tree and Clara and her family and all their guests. As Clara and the guests danced to lively music, her godfather, Drosselmeyer, arrived. He was a toy maker and always had the most spectacular gifts for all of the children. To Clara, he presented a majestic wooden nutcracker. I'll hold it closer so you can see Drosselmeyer giving her the nutcracker, and you can see her there with her brother Fritz. Clara's brother Fritz thought to have some fun with the nutcracker, but in his rough play, he broke it. Poor Clara was heartbroken. Godfather Drosselmeyer came to the rescue by quickly bandaging up the nutcracker with a colorful silk handkerchief he magically pulled out from Clara's hair. You can see him bandaging the nutcracker. The evening came to an end and the guests left. Clara, in her exhaustion, laid down by the foot of the Christmas tree with the nutcracker lovingly tucked in her arms. Her family decided to leave her sleeping peacefully where she was. You can see her asleep under the Christmas tree. Midnight soon arrived, and as the giant clock struck, the room began to spin, and strangely the Christmas tree grew 12 times its size. Clara, confused, looked around to see that the toys had all somehow come to life, and out of the clock, an army of mice barreled out with a menacing Mouse King, their leader. You can see the Mouse King there, and everything spinning. The mean Mouse King launched an attack on Clara's nutcracker. He, too, was alive. The Nutcracker and the Mouse King battled with candy canes, clashing and crashing. Clara had seen enough. Her Nutcracker had already been hurt once tonight, and she was not going to let that happen again. Clara swiftly launched her slipper at the Mouse King. Bam! Down he went. Clara turned to check on the Nutcracker, but he was no longer a Nutcracker. He was a real boy. In a blur, they were carried away by snowflakes to the enchanted land of snow. In deep gratitude, the Sugar Plum Fairy thanked Clara by presenting her with a celebration of beautiful dances by those in her kingdom. You guys might recognize some of these characters. Maybe some of you were even playing some of these characters in the show. As the Sugar Plum Fairy danced in the grand finale, the soothing music lulled Clara to sleep under a tree in the forest. In the early morning light of Christmas Day, Clara awoke, but she was under the Christmas tree in her home again. She discovered her dance slippers were still sparkling with snowflakes, and her nutcracker had been completely restored. And that's the end. I hope you guys enjoyed this little story time. Thank you so much for tuning in. We will be posting it so you can replay it later and watch it with your littles. It's such a fun tradition, and we wanted to try something new. If you liked our story time, make sure you let us know so we can continue doing them. All right, everybody, happy holidays, and if you celebrate, Merry Christmas Eve.